Jeff Passolt is here with news of a bowl game, but I guess, what was this one, the Peach Bowl?
The Peach Bowl, this is one of those real popular ones.
Yeah, the big one, I guess. I guess the big one in everybody's mind would be the Orange Bowl tomorrow night, which will
Just in your mind,
be
Paul.
Everyone's mind,
everybody's talking about the Orange
Washington fan.
Yeah.
Who cares,
Yeah.
right? Okay, it was Purdue and Virginia who went bowling today, facing one another in a Peach Bowl down in Atlanta. The score from that one, Virginia won it 27-24. We have some highlights. A come-from-behind win for Virginia. Purdue started off strong, though, with quarterback Jim Everett leading the attack. Everett hit Marty Scott with a 12-yard touchdown pass late in the first half, and the Boilermakers led 24-14 at halftime. But Virginia came back in the second half. Their quarterback, Mikowski, went over from the 1-yard line on the quarterback sneak, cutting Purdue's lead to 24-21. Then, a pair of field goals from Virginia's Kenny Standom won it. The final from Atlanta, Virginia 27, Purdue 24. Coming up tomorrow in college bowl action, 3 games here on Channel 11. At 12:30, you'll see the Fiesta Bowl, 15th rated UCLA taking on 13th ranked Miami, and Bernie Kosar in that one down at Tempe, Arizona. Then at 3:45, the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl from Pasadena, California, with 5th ranked Ohio State taking on 14th ranked USC. And then at 7 in the evening, the Orange Bowl from Miami, Florida, 2nd ranked Oklahoma facing, what is that other team? Anyway, they're 10-1. And that game could decide the national championship. All those games coming up tomorrow here on Channel 11. Tonight at the Met, the North Stars close out 1984, and the way things have been going, it couldn't have come at a better time. 1984 has been a nightmare for the North Stars, not so much the end of last season, but instead what has happened this season. The Stars have gone through a coaching change, some roster moves, and a lot of injuries en route to a frustrating 11-19-6 record so far this season. A year ago at this time, they had 40 points with 18 wins, 14 losses, and 4 ties, so they're 12 points behind that pace. Tonight's opponent, the New York Islanders, are still one of the premier teams in hockey. The Isles have 41 points so far in '84, but the North Stars will try to make that total carry over into 1985. We'll have highlights from the Met tonight at 10. Since it's Monday, it means it is time once again to check who stands where in our News 11 high school polls. So let's roll them. We start off with boys basketball. White Bear Lake is still on top. Minneapolis North, number 2. St. Paul Central, Wilmer, Irondale, and Columbia Heights are tied for the number 5 spot. The bottom half, it's Minneapolis Henry, Rochester Mayo, Jefferson, and Duluth Central. In girls high school basketball, Washburn is the new number 1 team after upsetting Hill Murray. Duluth East number 2, then Hill Murray, Bemidji, and Burnsville. In the bottom half, Little Falls, Worthington, St. Louis Park, Staples, the only Class A team in the girls poll, is number 9, and Wilmer is number 10. Moving to wrestling, the poll stays the same as last week because none of the ranked teams participated over the holidays. Apple Valley, Staples, Anoka, Hibbing, and Forest Lake are in the top 5. The bottom 5, Albert Lee, Owatonna, St. Michael, Albertville, Adrian, and Wayzata. And finally in hockey, Edina is still number 1, Hibbing ranked number 2, Burnsville 3, Hill Murray number 4, White Bear Lake flops spots with Jefferson. They move to number 5. Jefferson is number 6 now. Then come Bemidji, Kennedy, Duluth, Denfeld, and Minnetonka. The polls could change in the coming week. All sorts of non-conference action. For example, Edina will be facing Hibbing and Hocking to battle for the top spot. The Gopher hockey team is still number 1 in the college hockey rankings after sweeping a weekend series at U.S. International in San Diego. Wednesday night, the Gophers take on the Soviet Spartak team at the Met in Bloomington. They're a good hockey club, that Soviet Spartak team. A lot of their national players come off of that club.
Tom Reither phoned me this morning from his house. Tries to catch me in an emotional state because I did go to Washington.
Yes,
I cheered for them.
yes.
But he wants me to take Washington with no points. And
I think that's fair.
Well, I think Oklahoma will beat them. I really do.
You do?
You do?
Yeah, I kind of do.
I don't believe it. Get this, this is being recorded.
This is a first.
This is being recorded.
I mean, if we win, that's wonderful, but I think Oklahoma will win. Washington.
We?
Washington being
Washington, yes.
Sure. I'm an alumnus.
What, do you play for them?
Huh? Steph, I knew friends on the team.
Right.
I've been to the
He's the
stadium
armchair
before.
There's a guy
quarterback.
named Paul on their team.
He's good, too. See you later.